This is Chris Kell with just a simple tutorial in interpreting our group fitness testing. Alright, for our group fitness testing, once we've collected our results here, both from our floor testing, right, and our standing test, we want to plug them into the appropriate corrective exercise. One thing that you'll notice here at Peak Fitness, what we have on our warm-up and flexibility boards are several programs: our back and hip pain program, our knee and foot program, our shoulder program, right, and then just the basic core stability program. Right, kind of based upon the client's testing, we're going to give them one of these, or we're just going to have them perform the standard warm-up. Alright, so what we're going to do is start by looking at our floor testing here. Generally, all of the tests on the floor, the side plank, the leg lifting test, hip lifting test, and the abduction test, are indicators of whether or not the client is able to maintain good core stability of both the posterior and the anterior, the front part of the core. Right, if the client, for these first three tests here, side plank, plank, leg lift, right, fails those tests, all right, they're not able to pass those things, all right, then we're going to plug them right into our core stability program. All right, once again, just moving over here. All right, and this is something that, once again, let's find it here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, core stability program. So we have a dead bug, a plank, a side plank, and a bridge. All right, this is something that they would perform pre-workout or as sort of a warm-up activity, and then post-workout as corrective exercise. This can also be assigned to the client at home to improve their basic stability. So just follow the directions here, demonstrate each exercise, and you know, inform the client that this is what I want you to do when you come in. All right, you just make a note of it in their chart, or we can even photocopy this and give this to the client to take home. All right, now moving back to our tests here. All right, our next series of tests, we have our abduction test, all right, our overhead squat, and let's see, our single leg balance and single leg squat. All right, for this, all right, if the client is deficient in these tests, all right, we know that this is an issue with their lower extremities, so their legs, the lower part of their body, and this is something that we want to clean up, okay, through what is called our leg lowering, or our lower leg program here. So just kind of moving on to this part here. All right, we just got our knee and foot program. All right, so the client in this case would roll their foot in their calf, as well as their hamstring. They do a couple of band mobilizations here, and then after the workout, they're going to do some corrective exercise, as you can see here. All right, so the corrective stuff would be done after the workout. The rolling would be done before the workout. You know, if this is all the client does that day, they should do this rolling as a priority before the workout. Okay, so once again, this can be assigned the person as you know, homework to do at home a couple times a week to really help to improve this situation they've got going on. All right, now for our last category, all right, we have our back pain program. All right, and for our back pain program, all right, we're looking at basic core stability and mobility. All right, so here, if the person doesn't do well on our floor testing here, all right, they're not passing these floor programs, but as well they're having problems with, you know, our single leg balance program. So if they're deficient in both core stability programs and our lower leg programs here, single leg squat, single leg balance, hip lift, leg lift, plank, side plank, all right, we're going to plug them into the back pain program. All right, so back pain we've got up here. Let's see here, mobility, lower body. Got our back pain program up here, right? And once again, these are just different areas that they're going to roll, and then corrective exercise for after the workout. All right, and finally for our upper body tests, all right, or for our upper body, our shoulder program, we just have two tests that we look at, all right, wall angel and shoulder mobility. All right, if the client is deficient in these areas only, all right, we're going to assign them to the shoulder program. All right, so this is what we're looking for here. Our shoulder program, sort of roll the lats, roll the back of the shoulder, front of the shoulder, upper back. All right, and then do this wall slides, arm sweeps, and then they do this corrective exercise at the end. And again, with this stuff, we are looking to just give them the appropriate warm-up, the appropriate correctives, and you know, we'll have videos in terms of how to do this stuff as well. But you know, ideally the person has time to do the full warm-up routine, but this is something that you can assign to a group client. You can give them to take home with them to really help to alleviate soreness and work on their posture while we are, you know, going hard in training. The one other consideration that I would advise with this as well is if the person is deficient on one side or the other in some of these unilateral tests, like for example the shoulder mobility test, all right, then we want to tell the person to do more volume for the weaker side. All right, so if they're inflexible in their left side, we're doing more rolling for the left. We're also going to do double the volume of strength training exercises for the left as well. So that's definitely something to consider. Mention that to your clients, and that is our corrective tutorial.